Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, 1749–1832, was a prolific German poet and writer. Within his body of work are many quotes, Zitate, in German, that are now famous bits of wisdom passed down through the generations. A number of these have also influenced other popular musings and sage advice. Among Goethe's best-known lines are those below. Many come from published books of the poet's work, while a few are from personal correspondence. Here, we will explore them in both their original German as well as the English translations. Goethe from Die Wahlverwandtschaften. Die Wahlverwandtschaften, Elective Affinities, was Goethes third novel published in 1809. Glücklicherweise kann der Mensch nur einen gewissen Grad des Unglücks fassen. Was darüber hinausgeht, vernichtet ihn oder lässt ihn gleichgültig. English translation. Fortunately, people can comprehend only a certain degree of misfortune. Anything beyond that either destroys them or leaves them indifferent. Goethe, from Maximen und Reflexionen. Maximen und Reflexionen, Maxims and Reflections, is a collection of Goethe's writings published posthumously in 1833. Der Alte verliert eines der größten Menschenrechte. Er wird nicht mehr von seinesgleichen beurteilt. English translation: An old man loses one of the most important rights of man. He is no longer judged by his peers. Es ist nichts schrecklicher als eine tätige Unwissenheit. English translation: There's nothing worse than ignorance in action. Goethe to Eckermann, 1830. Goethe and fellow poet Johann Peter Eckermann regularly corresponded with one another. This comes from a 1830 letter to Eckermann. Napoleon gibt uns ein Beispiel, wie gefährlich es sei, sich ins Absolute zu erheben und alles der Ausführung einer Idee zu opfern. English translation: Napoleon provides us an example of how dangerous it is to be elevated to the absolute and to sacrifice everything to implement an idea.
Goethe from Wilhelm Meister's Wanderjahre. Wilhelm Meister's Wanderjahre, Wilhelm Meister's Journeyman Years, is the third in a series of books written by Goethe. It was first published in 1821, then revised and republished in 1829. Add languages: German Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Quotations: German to English translations of his quotations, Altrendo Travel, Getty Images by Hyde Flippo. Updated on December 26, 2018. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, 1749–1832, was a prolific German poet and writer. Within his body of work are many quotes, Zitate in German, that are now famous bits of wisdom passed down through the generations. A number of these have also influenced other popular musings and sage advice. Among Goethe's best-known lines are those below. Many come from published books of the poet's work, while a few are from personal correspondence. Here we will explore them in both their original German as well as the English translations. One of the best-known Goethe quotes, Man sieht nur das, was man weiß. English translation: You only see
1 mA Bob kann Batscha Indian. Goethe from Die Wahlverwandtschaften. Die Wahlverwandtschaften, elektive Affinities, was Goethes Tiert Novel Publichet in 1809. Glücklicherweise kann der Mensch nur einen gewissen Grad des Unglücks fassen, was darüber hinausgeht, vernichtet ihn oder lässt ihn gleichgültig. English translation: Fortunately, people can comprehend only a certain degree of misfortune, anything beyond that either destroys them or leaves them indifferent. Goethe from Maximen und Reflexionen. Maximen und Reflexionen, Maxims and Reflections, is a collection of Goethe's writings published posthumously in 1833. Der Alte verliert eines der größten Menschenrechte, er wird nicht mehr von seinesgleichen beurteilt. English translation: Am old man loses one of the most important rights of man, he is no longer judged by his peers. Es ist nichts schrecklicher als eine tätige Unwissenheit. English translation: Therese noting was an ignorance in action. Goethe to Eckermann, 1830. Goethe and fellow poet Johann Peter Eckermann regularly corresponded with one another. This comes from a 1830 letter to Eckermann. Napoleon gibt uns ein Beispiel, wie gefährlich es sei, sich ins Absolute zu erheben und alles der Ausführung einer Idee zu opfern. English translation: Napoleon provides us an example of how dangerous it is to be elevated to the absolute and to sacrifice everything to implement an idea. Goethe from Wilhelm Meisters Wanderjahre. Wilhelm Meisters Wanderjahre, Wilhelm Meisters Johann Years, is cited in a series of books written by Goethe. It was first published in 1821, then revised and republished in 1829. Unter allem Diebesgesindel sind die Narren die schlimmsten. Sie rauben euch beides, Zeit und Stimmung. English translation: Of all the thieving riffraff, fools are the worst. They steal but your time and your good mood. Das Leben gehört den Lebenden an, und wer lebt, muss auf Wechsel gefasst sein.
English translation: Life belongs to the living, and those who live must be prepared for change. Es gibt kein patriotisch Kunst und kein patriotisch Wissenschaft. Beide gehören, wie alles hohe Gut, der ganzen Welten. English translation: There is no patriotic art and no patriotic science. Both belong, like all high good, to the whole world. Goethe from Wilhelm Meister's Lehrjahr. Wilhelm Meister's Lehrjahr, Wilhelm Meister's Apprenticeship, is the second volume in Goethe's famous
Series, published in 1795. Alles, was uns begegnet, lässt Spuren zurück. Alles trägt unmerklich zu unserer Bildung bei. English translation: Everything we encounter leaves traces behind. Everything contributes imperceptibly to our education. Die beste Bildung findet ein gescheiter Mensch auf Reisen. English translation: The best education for a clever person is found in travel.
Johann Wolfgang von Goethe love quotes and sayings. Goethe in the Roman Campagna, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe love quotes and sayings, credit, Wikiquote. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe love quotes and sayings. One translated by Thomas Carlyle, The Fairy Tale of the Green Snake and the Beautiful Lily, 1832, Die Liebe herrscht nicht, aber sie bildet, und das ist mehr. 1. Love does not rule, but it trains, and that is more. 2. Hermann und Dorothea, 1797. This YouTuber is very poor man. Please channel subscribe. Form. We can't our children on our own concepts, we must take them and love them as God gives them to us. 3. Roman Elegies, 1789, Elegy 2. 3. A world without love would be no world. For Elective Affinities, 1809, BK. ch. 9. 4. The sum which two married people owe to one another defies calculation. It is an infinite debt, which can only be discharged through all eternity. 5 to 8 Goethe's opinions on the world, mankind, literature, science, and art. This YouTube very poor man subscribe and like. John W. Parker and Son, 1853, translated by Otto Wengstern. 5. Love, charity, and science can alone make us happy and tranquil in this world of ours. 6. Very few there are who love others for what they really are. The majority love in others what they imagine in them, they love their own idea in others. 7. That is the true season of love, when we believe that we alone can love, that no one could ever have loved so before us, and that no one will love in the same way after us. Please subscribe. 8. Frantic and passionate happiness, in which we lose our own selves, will also darken the reminiscence of those we love. But when you are fully conscious and very tranquil, your mind is open to a peculiar sympathy, and all dead friendships and loves rise into life again. Point 2. More quotes by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Usefulness. A useless life is only an early death. Habits. If everyone sweeps before his own front door, then the street is clean. Youth. Girls we love for what they are. Young men for what they promise to be. August 1749, March 22, 1832, was a German poet, playwright, novelist, scientist, statesman, theater director, and critic. 3. His works include plays, poetry, literature, and aesthetic criticism, as well as treatises on botany, anatomy, and color. He is widely regarded as the greatest and most influential writer in the German language, and his work has had a profound and wide-ranging influence on Western literary, political, and philosophical thought. From the late 18th century to the present day. 3. 4. Guillemrat. This YouTuber Mahabub Khan Indian very poor person. Request you please Chanel subscribe and like this video. Thanks for watching my video.